Good afternoon, students. How are you doing today?
Good afternoon, sir. Well, I'm good. And you?
I am good, but not so good. I'm in commute, and based on the traffic that I'm seeing in front of me, it does not look promising at all that even 15 minutes after I will be in class, there are way too many people with cars on the road.
Same, sir. I'm still on my way home.
Yeah, my dear, me, you know, the same boat tonight. In the same boat today.
I live all the way in Spanish Town, and I don't even reach the bypass as yet. So I'm still in Kingston by Mangrove side, stuck in traffic.
Oh Lord, well, I'm.
Sir, did you see the bypass?
No, I'm by Mangrove. You know that road? Mexico, what do they call that road?
Constant Spring Road?
Constant Spring Road. So I'm stuck in traffic.
I wish I were at Constant Spring because I would be closer to where I'm going. I am down East Kings House Road, and the traffic is nasty. Jesus. All right, Lecarna, you at home, Papa?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Do me a favor. Not because we're stuck in traffic means that we're not going to get any work done up. I actually have my computer, my devices with me, but of course, I can't drive and teach. Well, I shouldn't drive and teach because it's not recommended. But what I want you to do is I had started Unit 2, Continuity and Differentiability. Did I give you homework on that document, Locarno? Were you able to send off the document, by the way, Locarno, to the class for me?
I sent a document that is sent, sir, but I'm not sure if practice questions were in it.
Oh, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I had put one or more on it at the end of it. That means they don't look at the document, Locarno. Man, you know.
All
right. Say it again.
Work out, mister.
Well, it has all of us. It has all of us, but we have to go find the time to do what we need to do. It's very important that we have to strike a balance. I mean, I am as.
Well, sir, me check your document, sir, and go what you did in class is on the document.
Is only what I did in class. I never put anything else on it.
Nothing else is on it, sir.
Nothing new.
Okay, all right, no problem. I had it in mind to.
Yes, sir, because we were wondering what's wrong, because you said you were going to send some questions for us to practice. So we were wondering if you're.
So if you're wondering, why never send an email? Send an email. Communicate with me now. You have to wait until the class time. You have my email address. Communicate with me. Or if you don't, or you drop a message and say, Locarno, reach out to Sir XYZ. You know, it's a two-way thing, you know, man.
All right, sir.
So
next
if I say,
next time, sir.
yeah, man. So
right.
if I say I'm going to give you questions and also the questions come, reach out to me because I'm going to tell you the difficulty now with your classes. You see, on a Tuesday, when I finish you at 7, I have a class from 7 to 9. It's when 9 o'clock comes, I am dead beat. So oftentimes, I will just go bed same time. So if I don't do it at the same time, I'm going to be not remembering, and which is why when I finish the class on a Friday at 8 o'clock, I normally just say, Locarno, look out for the something. Because if I ever go sleep, and then Saturday morning work catch me, you're not going to see that document again until next Tuesday. So I'm making a commitment that, you know, afterwards I just send it off to Locarno so you can see the stuff.
Okay, sir, understood.
Sir, there's one question in there, sir, but you have to look very good to see it.
I mean, no, so me no idiot. Me no idiot. Because I know that's why I say one or more questions at the stop. So remember, you have to scroll through the document, man, to find it. Because I know if brethren, I owe this award and an award. Or any. He said, but tell us I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Yeah, man. So there's a one question in there for you guys today. It simply means that you guys did not go through the document. That's what it means. When you never go through the document fully.
Yes, sir, because unless I'm looking at two different documents.
The one that the Connor sent, man.
Is me speaking, sir. I'm going through it. I don't say the question.
No, man. Go
It's on the
scroll up. Remember,
2018 past paper.
remember. Go ahead,
But
Lacarno.
we did that one in class, the 2018 class paper. Didn't we do that one in class? Was the last thing that was given?
No, scroll all the
The
way down,
2018.
all the way down, all
Like
the way
one
down
further?
to page 2.
No, look, not seen it. I can't remember what the question was, but I know I'd found another question that I'm thinking that I'd copied to the document. And it would be a typed question. It's not a handwritten question. It would be a typed question. Remembering that you may have some blank pages in the document as well because of how I was adding the pages. Still not seeing it? Okay, maybe
See
I'm
it,
not.
sir. It's there.
I seen it.
Yeah, man. Wanna talk to me nice, no, man? Sure.
It's the one that says F bracket X.
Yeah, man. If I tell you something, I'm gonna do something, I'm
One
gonna do it,
to find a
man.
numeric, so that one. Bracket, okay, I see it.
Yes. Yeah, man. I forgive all of you, though. I forgive all of you. All right. So this is what I want you to do for me. So clearly, because you didn't see the question that I promised that I was going to send that I sent, you have a question to work from in the meantime. That's one. Number two, because of the predicament, I'm going to ask that can somebody just go on to the library and download for me a paper or two, and I want us to be engaged. Download it. Oh Lord, how do I do this now?
It seemed like I joined a little bit late, so what's happening? But the predicament.
We have a question
No,
today. Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead. Thank you. No. You talk to me.
So we have the document that Lipana had sent with the classwork. If you scroll down to the very bottom, before the blank pages, there's a homework. We're establishing who were the persons who did the homework, and if you didn't do the homework, you can do it now during class. And then Sarah's going to give a task to someone else while he's on his way home.
Thank you. Right. Thank you much. Right. So that is the one predicament. Predicament number two is that I left Mountain View, I underestimated the time and left Mountain View minutes to 4:30, and figured that it would have been enough time to get home, but clearly I was mistaken. So I am still in heavy traffic. Locarno, well, not just Locarno, but I'm going to ask the class if you can find any one of you can just go onto the library site, download any amount of papers, drop in your WhatsApp group, and then I'll ask the Locarno to send me an email of those past papers so that I can, when the email is sent, Locarno, you can just let me know so I can look at the questions and then I can assign something to the class. I won't come off. I'll still be connected. I'll still be connected here until I get in, and then I can assign some extra work for you. Hey, Popo, what you doing on the road? Go home. And then we can be fully engaged in doing some questions because it's important that we start working on questions. We cannot just learn the stuff and then just leave it alone. And it is good when I can send you one question, but it is even better when you work on the past papers. So I really want you to start generating your past papers.
So I had put some past papers in the WhatsApp group. We can just take from the zip folder I had sent.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous, fabulous,
So
fabulous.
it's in a zip folder. I sent it on September 20th. So we can just unzip it. I'm not going to say I can't do it. So we can just unzip it and look at those papers.
All right. Lekana, can you send me a copy of those papers, please, sir? Thanks.
I'll look for them,
And
sir.
then, right, good, thanks. And then I will just look at those. And I'll look at those. Well, all right. So I'll give you a chance to work on that question. I'll give you a chance to work on, but I don't know how to drive like, sure. My students on the line, don't let me tell them the things. Get a chance to work on the homework question for me in the meantime, so that but I'm gonna mute. I am here, not leaving until, well, I won't leave until class ends. If you need to talk to me, you can just go ahead and talk, but I'm just gonna mute so that when these drivers interfere with me, I can tell them things I don't hear later.
Okay, sir.
Were you able to send the question, Lacarno? The question, sorry.
Yeah, so I just remember to say I drive, so I'll go unzip it and resend it.
Right, please and thanks. All right, never mind. It's all right. Continue working on your stuff. Continue. You finish your question, by the way, Lacarno, that I gave? That's embedded in the question handout?
No, sir, working on it.
Lacarno? All right, it's
Working.
all right. All right, yeah, don't matter unzip anything. Finish your work first. How the rest of you going? Are you okay with the question?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir, so far.
Go ahead, please. Are we all finished with the question now?
Yes, sir. I mean, finish, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is there anyone still working? I mean, outside of those who maybe in commute?
I'm still working, sir. I joined a little bit late.
Or that was it?
Yes, sir.
All right, please hurry.
Finish, sir.
Mhm. All right, I'm seeing the papers. Sir Alan?
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Recording in progress.
Right, guys, do me a favor, please. Can you give me the question, please? The homework question.
Repeat, sir.
The homework question, what was it?
You're asking what was the homework question, sir?
Yes, please.
Okay, so the homework question was sir, it says find the values of x for which f of x equal 1 over x squared minus 2x minus 3 is discontinuous.
When we have switched the textual part, you can right.
Okay, so it's 1 over f of x is equal to 1 over x.
1 minute.
Hello, in your mic.
Yes, sir. It's f of x equal 1 over x squared minus 2x minus 3.
Thank you, Damoy. Appreciate it. Yes, what you got for your answer, Damoy?
Sir, I got either x equals 3 or x equal negative 1.
Is he correct?
Let me get to, sir.
Yes, sir.
Same here, sir.
Hey, can you guys explain how you got the negative one?
Yeah, because
I
I
got
didn't
the
get
three
negative
part.
one.
I got
Yeah,
positive one. So
I
explain
got
how you get
negative
negative
3.
one. Oh.
Damoy, go ahead, please.
Honestly, kind of look on the other one we do from before. We get the x take away 1 bracket and then the x plus 6 and then look on it. And this one it means just remember, so like we're supposed to inverse something. I don't know if explain, honestly.
That's the reason I'm asking the question, because I think I have a
Yeah, you're gonna
not
have a
the best
positive, you're gonna have the positive 3, you're gonna have
yeah.
the not positive 3,
Because
the
when I
negative.
factorize it, I got positive 3 plus the negative 1. Let me check again.
Yeah, you can't get that. No,
That's what
not
I got.
positive 3.
The factorize, you're supposed to, everything will be equal to 0. And when you carry it over and change the signs, that's how the change.
That's why you get it.
So you have 0 plus 3 and you have 0 plus 3 and the 0 minus 1. You get a positive 3 and then you get negative 1.
Also, I flip it because it was a negative 2, so I got negative 3 plus positive 1. So when you go to the second step, we're going to flip the sign.
You mean when you get the part, you get the
Yeah, transpose.
The transpose, okay, that's what messing me up then. I don't know how to transpose correctly. Because when I did the factorization to get the negative 2, was negative 3 plus positive 1. But then how me get the positive 3 but not the negative 1? That's what I go back. Thank you.
I like what was happening, the exchange that was happening just now. That's what big class supposed to be like. When you come to big school, that's how it's supposed to sound and supposed to look. All right, I'm projecting my solution here. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to look through and then we'll continue. If you have any questions, please. I'll be more than happy to answer to those.
I get it now, the transposing part, I wasn't understanding fully.
Is there anyone else that is in a bind? Want me to explain something further? Because I'm
Yes,
moving on.
sir.
Go ahead.
Sir, how you get negative 1? That's where I have everything up until where there's a negative 1.
Kyle, look on the part was the either. When you have the x plus the 1, you can carry over the 1 over to the 0 side, so you can take away 1 from it. we're gonna left back with x equal 0 minus 1. So 0 no count as anything, so x equal
Oh
to
yeah.
negative 1.
Oh yeah. Alright.
On the board, everybody's with so far now? Is there a student that is not following? Remember, you know, I'm building.
Sir, I can explain a grouping section there for me. Get that. I have the same answer, sir, but I'm gonna think I follow all of that grouping section there.
All right. So we have x squared minus 2x minus 3. I'm multiplying the coefficient of x squared by the constant. 1 times -3 is -3. I need two numbers. When multiplied together will give me -3, but when added will give me a -2. I'm saying to you there that my factors are going to be -3 and +1. My factors are going to be -3, see to yourself, -3 and +1. When I add +1 to -3, I'll get -2. When I multiply -3 by +1, I get my -3. So I'm going to be grouping the first two. I'm putting in parentheses. X squared minus 3, see here, in parentheses. Leave out my middle sign every time. And the last two, I'm putting in parentheses. X minus 3, saving as 1x minus 3. Then I ask myself, what is common here? That is common there. What is common is going to be x. What is going to be left? X minus 3. What is common between 1x and 3? 1. What is left? X minus 3. What is common here? That is common here. X minus 3. What is left? Take off the x minus 3. What is left? Is this x. When I take off this x minus 3, what is left? Is this +1. Then I'm going to have x plus 1 times x minus 3 is equal to 0. So either 1 or both will be equal to 0. So as the more was explained to Claire just now, we're going to let x plus 1 equal 0. Therefore, I'm going to be doing the additive inverse. I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides to find the value of x. So x plus 1 minus 1 is going to be equal to 0 minus 1, which is -1. So x is going to be -1. Or another way to look at it, what must I add to 1 to give me 0? It's going to be -1. What must I add to 3? Sorry, what must I add to -3 to give me 0? That's to be +3, the inverse. So look at what is here and you find the inverse. What is the inverse of +1? -1. Look at this, it's a -3. What's the inverse of -3? +3. So what do you mean by inverse? Opposite. And that's where you get your -1 and +3. Did that know?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sir, it doesn't matter if I have the x minus 3 before the x plus 1, right? Not sure if that's
Yeah,
what
that's
Logan was talking about in our previous class.
yeah, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Cool. All right, so We are now at a new junction. A new junction. Where I'm going to be talking to you about piecewise functions. Piecewise functions. What it get when I say piecewise? What's on that? What does it mean?
We had a piece at a place to answer.
Anybody else? Talk to me now.
So we just do it piece by piece. I guess the same thing as in so like,
Anybody else?
So I didn't
Even if
case,
it's
but
go
just
ahead.
saying it's been done in sequence.
Okay. Even if you're driving, you can't answer that one question. You know. When you hear piecewise, what comes to mind? What it would be?
So it's like subsets or subfunctions or multiple subfunctions. Like a function that's or a function that has multiple subfunctions. Are you trying to find a function from multiple subfunctions?
Okay. All right.
Sir,
Tahim, that was
is,
go ahead.
is
Go ahead,
it
Kyle.
one function built from multiple different functions?
That's what I was
Sir,
going to ask.
oh,
Go ahead.
It deals
Go ahead.
with intervals.
Okay. Somebody else coming in.
sorry, I said what comes to mind when I see piecewise function, right? Honestly, it makes me think of a piece of a function, but that's all, honestly.
Okay. All right. To be honest, I think I could take up a word or two out of all of the responses and come up with what it is that I want. So very, very nice of you to be thinking outside the box and you know, give yourself a pat on the shoulder. Yes, Kyle, go ahead.
Sir, as I said, sir, taking a word from each what else, definition that was given. Let me try, sir. A function that is built from different functions over different intervals.
Okay. Is it different functions though? Or is it just one function? You heard what Juliana said?
Sir, is it one function defined by multiple subfunctions?
Okay,
Oh,
very nice.
that's a nice one. I was thinking of one function broken down in multiple ways.
Very nice. So
it's the same thing.
So you recognize that my function is defined as f of x. So I have one function, f of x, that has 3 definitions to it. And you recognize that those 3 functions are interconnected. How you know that they are interconnected?
So I can use each of them solve find f of x.
Yeah, but I will tell you how you know so I can use them to find f of x.
Sir, is it the bracket?
Here's something else.
all of them equal to 0, sir.
Look again.
Sir, the bracket?
Not the brackets, no, something else. Look at
The
it.
sign, sir, the less than or equal to sign.
Very good, Alvin. The intervals. So the intervals tell me now that they are connected. So think of it this way. Again, I tell you, I have to go to the and turn examples. So Alvin is green. Now, if somebody else in the class was a green, chances are Alvin would say, yo, where you guys from? And if it's from the same district that Alvin knows that his father is from, there's going to be some suspicion. True or false, Alvin?
True, sir.
Watch the story, yes or no. F of x has these definitions. So f of x named green. And f of x is a 2x minus 1 have some green in it. And then 2x minus 1 recognize, say, yo, x minus 3 is also a green. And then the two of them recognize, say, yo, you know, so x else? X minus 1. How do we know that they're related? This says x is less than negative 2. But the middle one says, x is greater than negative 2, but less than or equals positive 2. Rockstone. So if x is less than negative 2 and x is greater than negative 2, sir, they teach us something about something. Less than goes to the which side?
Left.
Left side. Very good. Very good. And greater than goes to the
right.
Excellent. So therefore, them 2 1 here look like it is hovering over which number?
Go again, sir.
Them two functions here, 2x minus 1 and x minus 3, hovering over which number? Which number we investigated? Negative what?
3.
Come again, man. Come again. Come again.
Negative 2, sir.
Negative 2. Them 2 1 here, you know. And look at negative 2. Let's go again. 2x minus 1 is saying x is less than negative 2. Can you all see that?
Yes, sir.
But the second equation is saying x is greater than negative 2. Remember, you know, when we get to double intervals, you know, we have to read them inside out. We have to read them inside out.
Understand that, sir?
Huh?
Understand that, sir?
Which one? First one is x is less than negative 2. But when I come right here, so I'm going to read it just so. It says x is greater than negative 2. Now, all the teachings that we have been doing since we met in September, you're hearing about when something is less than, it moves to the
left.
Left.
When it is greater than, it moves to the
right.
Right. So therefore, if moving to the left is negative 2 and moving to the right is positive 2, negative 2, which number is under investigation?
Negative 2.
Very good. See that, so that's why it says determine if f of x is continuous at x equals negative 2. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Let us go again now. X is less than or equal to positive 2. Hold on, sir. Hold on. Does the middle equation have any relationship with the first equation?
I think so, sir.
Sir, I think so
Let me ask
because
a question another way. Does it have any direct relationship with the first equation?
yes, sir.
I don't see how, sir.
Okay. Alvin, you were saying something.
Yes, sir. In the first equation, it says x is less than -2, and the second equation it says x is greater than -2.
Okay,
So both of them is saying the same thing.
So the two of them now say the same thing, don't?
Yes, sir.
Good. So there is, well, before we even talk about if there's any relationship. So, all right. So far, when we look at the second equation, the middle one that is, we are saying that there is no direct relationship with the first equation. Do you agree with that?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
But who is that, Rajay?
No, sir, it's Kaim. Sir,
Kaim,
just
but
because they're saying two different things means it doesn't have a direct relation or
well, that's what we're going to find out now. Soon come. Let us check the last equation. It says x minus 1 such that, that's why this is red, colon, semicolon, such that x is greater than or equals to +2. Hold on there now. Hold on there. Let me see something here. So, which equation this one here, x minus 1 related to?
The middle one, sir.
Oh, you know that, Raji?
Because in the middle one it says the latter part of it says x is less than or equal to
Yeah, less than or equal to?
+2.
Very good. And this one is x greater than +2.
Greater than
Good
or
job.
equal to +2.
Very good, son. So hear me now. Yeah. So what number are we investigating with the middle equation and the last equation?
+2.
+2. All right. Take a pin. Work with me again. Help me understand this a little bit better. Alvin, coming back to you, Papa. So, hold on a minute, please. All right. Alwyn, I was saying something to you earlier. So you
Yes,
know,
sir.
say you have you name Green, and then your mother and your father have you clearly, but your father now have hold on 1 minute, please. 1 minute. All right, guys. So my apologies again for the third time, Alwyn. So your father and your mother produced you up here, so Alwyn. But your father no, and I'm not speaking anything ill of your daddy, but your father decided no that he didn't have another child out the door. And you know so this is your brother because the two of you connect. How you connect? You connect from father to father. But this sibling of yours has another sibling that is not your daddy's. You following me?
Yes, sir, I follow.
Good. But the one you know, you can call a step brother or a stepsister, don't it? Because it is your family, it is your brother. I can't even say blood brother, your blood brother sister, or your blood brother brother. So based on what all of you were saying earlier, yes, there is some relationship linking this first one with this second one with this one. I have one question for you. Which of the three equations is linking both of them together?
The middle one.
The middle one. The middle one. The one that links the two of them together. So this one here you have to respect. All right. Everybody with me so far? You understand what the piecewise function look like now?
Get in there, sir. Get in there.
Get in there. All right. Watch me
Sir,
now.
question, how is the middle one linking to the last one?
See here with a 2 year. You see that 2 year or so? With a 2 year or so?
Oh, so
And then I
something
want
as, okay, so something as small as the constant can link it?
yeah, man, that is constant link it. Let me big it like so that you can see it. Yeah, man. So that 2 years so link the middle one and the bottom one, and the negative 2 year link the top one and the bottom one. So really and truly, you know, if you were to ask me, sir, does Alwyn must have to call him stepsister family? Alwyn decide, Alwyn can say, yo, you're not related to me. We don't know about you, none at all. Are your brother related to me? Are your sister related to me? The middle one. Can you see that, Alwyn?
Yes, sir.
Because this one is -2 and this one is +2. So Alwyn have nappy head, but the one have pretty ear, quote unquote. But guess what? In all scheme of things, this one here, who is the daddy, is linking Alwyn and is linking the other family members together. And all of them are linking to f of x. So this is why the question, coming to you, Kyle, I think you had a question. This is why the question says, determine if f of x is continuous at x equals -2 and +2. Right? So there is some sort of relation going on between the two. Well, among the three equations. Watch me now, because this part that I just completed was the difficult part. What I'm going to do with you now is what it is that I've done with you before. All I'm doing now is just reinforcing what it is that I did before. You see, it says at x equals -2. At x equals -2, I am going to be investigating. If I investigate at x equals -2, tell me what I'm supposed to do. Let me see how many of you are really following what is that. If I'm investigating at x equals -2, what must I look out for? What must I do?
Sorry, the first function you substitute -2 as x.
Say it again, Alvin. Substitute what?
-2 as x.
Okay, and then what I do for the second one?
Same thing, sir.
Okay, all right. So I soon come back to you, Alvin. I mean, I love your way, I love your thinking, but I soon come back to you. And I'm going to ask the question again. If I'm investigating at x equals -2, what am I supposed to be looking for in the first equation and the second one?
The connection between the relationship.
Yeah, but what I'm looking for, what should happen?
Not hearing you, sir.
Sorry, I'm just saying.
Still not hearing.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, so you said something to me at the start of the class when I was asking the question, Alwyn. I want you to tell me what is happening. Look at the full question, the first and the second equation, just look at it fully, and then tell me what I'm supposed to do. There's something that you are missing. You jump to step 2, but I want the step 1. I want you to tell me what the step 1 is. Anybody else want to help me more? Because what he said to me just now was correct, but I don't reach that step yet.
Sir, is it that you can substitute where the x greater than -2? You can put like the -2 right here, so front side, the way the x is. I don't know. I have no clue. Just a guess, sir.
Come guys, come on, man. We've done this. We've done this many times over. What are we supposed to look at the stuff?
All right, sir. From previous classes, the equation say x 2x minus 1 such that x less than -2. So probably like what we do for the we call the approach again, the intuitive approach. The closest thing to -2, which would be like -1.9 or so.
Okay, and then we look at the other one.
For the other equation, so x greater than -2, so probably.
All right, okay, all right. You don't need to say anything else. Very good. That's what I wanted to do. So remember, but in this here case, yes, we're using the intuitive approach again, but in this here case, I don't want you to say to me, that -1.9, as you said earlier. Say to me that you're going to be investigating to the left and then to the right. But it's the same concept. It's exactly the same concept that we're doing. You remember that now?
Yes, sir.
All right, so watch me now. I'm just a little concerned though that there are others of you in the class and it's just a few of you that I'm hearing from. But anyhow, I need to finish off this concept tonight because I have a question to give you for homework. So let us look at what is happening here. And I introduced this to you to the left and to the right last class. So I'm investigating at x equals -2 because that's what the question asked me. Determine if f of x is continuous at x equals -2 and x equals +2. It's piecewise. It's a piecewise function, so I'm going to do it piece by piece. Somebody did say that earlier. I'm going to investigate the function piece by piece, and this piece will work together first, the -2. So them two on him are going to look on. And then the next piece going to work together here. We already established that all of them are related. So,
sir, I'm not cut you, sir. The x in the first part of the equation, we're not going to do nothing to that.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
You see,
all right.
you remember your first response again, and I said, me soon come to it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, that right, you know. You want to tell me again? Let me see if I do buck up. Tell me again.
Sir, I will substitute -2 into the equation, which is
Yes, man.
of x.
Yes, man. Very good. I'm proud of you, Alwyn. Keep it up. So, because remember, no, Alwyn says, whether term they call again, the intuitive approach. And remember what I said to him a while ago? No, I don't want you to look at the intuitive approach. It's more now of the algebraic approach, Alwyn, that I want to look at. Because we're not going to look at the -1.1 or -1.9. We are going to go to what it is that you say. The calculations approach, so you're going to assume that x is equal to -2. So in the function here, 2x minus 1, you're going to substitute x equals -2 for x. See it right here, so 2 times the -2 minus the 1, 2 times -2 is -4. -4 minus 1 is -5. Can you see that? Agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Good. And then now, we're going to also do the same thing as Alwyn says. We're going to investigate, but we're not using the intuitive approach. We're using the same concept, because remember, the intuitive approach and the calculations approach is pretty much the same thing, right? One is we're doing it step by step and little by little in order to do so. The other one, we just say, here the plan. We're not going to do the little step by step something, we're just going to go right to the point and just say, boom, -2. So when anywhere in the function we see x, we put a -2. Watch this. -2 minus 3 is -5. What can you say right here, so? If you investigate to the left, remember the superscript negative is going to the left, don't it?
Yes, sir.
And the superscript positive is going to the right. So you know in the question have to see which is which. The less than sign goes to the left, and the greater than sign goes to the right. You have to be careful now when you're reading the stuff, where you're reading from. You can start at the x, and you can read so, or you can read so. This x don't have nothing so, but it have something so. True or false?
True.
Good. So therefore, you can't read it, go to the left, right, so you have to go read it, go that way here, because the way don't have nothing. So how do you read this? This one says x is less than -2. The one here now, look at this x. This x, you recognize it have something so, and this x also have something so. So we have to investigate this one 2 ways. This way, we don't have nothing so, but we have something so. So this is going to investigate one way. The one up here is going to investigate it one way, but the one in the middle is going to investigate it 2 ways. So when we look at this now, x is going to be greater than -2. So when I put the -2 in there, and that's how we call it to the right. Because once it's greater than, it's to the right. If you put this one here to the negative, you're not correct. You're not correct.
So
you have to put it to the right. Go ahead, Nigel.
You keep looking upon the less than sign and say greater than, sir. Part that confuse me.
Yeah, man, because see, that's why I just did what I did. Let me go again. When you're starting off with the variable, when you look over the side, they don't have no inequality sign over here. So say that means you have nothing over here. So for read, one dead end. But when you go here, so now, and you're moving this way to read it, you see, because it started a small something here, so, and not at the open something here, so, that means this is a less than sign. Watch me now. When you reach x right here, so, and you read it go so, you see, so when you read it go so, the inequality sign up and up, that means it's greater than. But when you read it go so, you see, say it close right here, so, that means it is less than. Can you see that?
Yeah, man, see it, sir.
See it, sir, but
the sign that we there.
One at a time. Go ahead. Who's first?
Now, what me did assessor is why write the sign that way that if Mega read it a particular way, which is opposite to where the sign are show.
Because the other ways I didn't.
The other is a dead end. You can't read it. Nigel, you can't read it. Go side there, no. This first one, you can't read it. Go side because one dead end. You don't have nothing else right here, so. So you have to come into it. So you have to go read it. Go that way here. The one here now, I want two-way road. You can go up at top and you can go down at bottom down there, so you can read this two ways. The one here is also a dead end. You don't have nothing over the side here. Go ahead, Tash.
The same issue as Nigel. So how I got over it, Nigel, is really and truly to say we're reading it from X.
That's right.
One way to look at it is that wherever the mouth opens up, if you want to phrase it that way, wherever the mouth opens up, it is saying that that is what is greater than the part that was ended. So read it from the X and look at it that way, and maybe that's what helps me. So we're starting from X. That is just the key thing to have in mind whenever you're reading.
Very good.
Yeah,
All right,
one
go ahead.
focus on the symbols, it's a confusing.
Absolutely. I have something here to give you some further explanation, but I'm trying as best as possible to give it to you, pictorially and the explanation. But who was that? Tajay, and I think that was Romain a while ago. Yeah, man. So I know that you guys are following. All right, watch me now. So since the limit as x tends to -2 to the left, remember the superscript minus signs means to the left. So when I'm reading this and I say x tends to -2 to the left, you're not going to write x tends to -2 left. You're going to put superscript negative sign because that's what it is. That's what it is meant. So the limit as x tends to -2 to the left of 2x minus 1 is equal to the limit as x tends to -2 to the right. Remember, plus means right. Of x minus 3. Here's another way. I just laughed a while ago. When you go to the right, you're going to find positive numbers or negative numbers.
Positive numbers.
Yeah, that's why I have -2 plus. But I know I'm right it ago. And when I go to the left and negative numbers, I find talk truth.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Can't go wrong. Angela, I hope you catch that part now.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Watch me now. So since the two of them equal, we are going to say that it is continuous. So we know that this function is continuous at x equals -2. So we finish part of the question. It says to determine if f of x is continuous at x equals -2. Yes, it's continuous. But the question also asks, check to see if it is continuous at x equals +2 as well. Do me a favor. I'm going to give you 3 minutes each. No. Yeah. No. Yeah, 3 minutes. I'm going to give you 3 minutes each. I'm going to leave all of this here projected, and I want you now to do the calculation for me at x equals +2. Quick and fast, and then I'm going to do some explanation, and then I'm going to just wrap up with some stuff that you're supposed to see. We stay. Finish?
Yes, sir.
All right. Who was that?
Kaim.
Okay, Kaim. What we got?
Sir, it's discontinuous at x equals 2.
Everybody agrees with it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I need some explanation, please.
You need some explanation for this one?
Yeah, I'm kinda lost.
Yeah, no, it's not a problem. I like your honesty. All right, look at this now. Tell me if you agree. I'm very good, Tahim and others. Now remember, we're now investigating at x equals positive 2. Can we now use the first equation?
No, sir.
No, we can't.
No, sir.
Rashid, tell me why I can't use the first one.
It's the first equation is
Because that has -2 in it. X
good.
would be less than
Very
-2
good.
in that one.
Very good. The
Right.
first one is talking about -2. First one is talking about -2. No, a positive 2 we are dealing with now. So when you look at your function, you'll recognize, or your functions, you'll recognize now that the truth is, this conversation now is about x minus 3 and x minus 1. Guys, I don't know about because mathematics is real life. Mathematics is real life. Because guess what happened
Sir?
now?
Oh.
Yes, please. Go ahead, Julia.
So sir, I'm just gonna ask a question. Can we think of where x is like a condition?
Mm-hmm.
So when if our x meets the condition, then we use the one beside it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes it simpler, sir.
All right. But look at this now. Look at how math is real life. God forbid. I'm going back to you, Alvin. Your stepdad or stepmom. If something goes wrong and there is the next of kin, them can't call you first because you're not blood relative. You only call him stepdaddy or stepmommy. You have to go the blood family, the son or the daughter, have to go give full answer. If they are not available, then you can talk, but you can't talk before them. A real life mathematics this. Watch me. So therefore, I can't work with the first equation because it does not concern the first equation. Oh, sir, the first one talks about -2. Only the last two, the middle one, you recognize the middle one connects both of them. The middle one and the third equation deals with positive 2. So therefore, them two that alone I have to use. Them two that alone I have to use. Watch me. Similar to what Alvin said earlier. And the rest of you agreed. We're using the algebraic approach. So in this same equation here, anywhere I see x, I put 2. So it's going to be, sorry, not 2. Yeah, positive 2. Good. Yeah, man, I'm correct. So it's going to be 2 minus 3. See it here? Positive 2 minus 3. And then I'm going to get -1.
Sir.
And remember, go ahead.
So, why is superscript negative? Negative superscript. Why?
Because I'm going to where don't answer. Let him see it. Read this inequality for me, please. X is what?
Okay.
No, read it on. Read. X is
less than or equal to 2.
Very good. X is less than. When it is less than, it go to the where?
Yes, sir. We get it. We just see it.
No, man. Not tell me say it. Answer me. When it is less
Go
than,
to negative, sir.
Okay, very good. Me just want to know, come in now, see your facial response, but we just want to make sure you catch it. Very good, Pops.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Right. So that's why it's to the negative. Negative means that going to the left. Then now you look at this one, x is greater than, it means it'll go to the right. So you have x approaching 2 superscript plus. It means 2 to the right. And then this is going to be the equation. Or the function x minus 1. And when x is 2, we have 2 minus 1, but 2 minus 1 is positive 1. Uh-oh. What statement can I write? Since what?
Since the limit of x minus 3 is not equal to the limit of x minus 1, the function of x is discontinuous at x equal to.
Good job. Everybody see that?
Yes, sir.
Question done.
Sir, I realized something as well.
Go
Can you
ahead,
scroll
Papa.
back up? So, in the middle equation, it says x. Where when we're talking about x equal to, so it says x is equal to or greater than, less than or equal to 2, and then in x minus 3, it would be correct because that's negative 1. But for the last function, it says x is greater than or equal to 2. But in fact, it's positive 1, which is less than. So it wouldn't be correct.
That's right. It's continuous.
Right.
Good job. Good job. All right. So the question ends right there. But if I were to be honest with you, I still think that there are some cobwebs, some areas of uncertainty as to what is happening. Is there any truth to that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. So here goes. So because a long time I teach, I have it. And I'm going to go through these 5 things with you. And if you don't know, see this afterwards, we don't know what else to say because I'm breaking it down to nitty gritty. To the left means less than. Now see what the sign look like here. That's the left hand side. To the left means less than. Let me show you how you can remember it. Left begins with the letter L. Less than begins with the letter
L.
L, sir.
Good. So the 2 L's must be the same for left. When it is less than, this is what the sign looks like. As, oh Lord, was it Hagim? Was it Hagim or somebody was explaining? You see the mouth of the signal closed right here, so? And it opened up on the other side because it is closed right here. So beside the than, it is closed, less than, and it's closed. It means that this is a less than sign. And what we use to represent less than is a negative. This sign dash IV, I use it as my shortening for negative. All right. To the right is greater than. To the right is greater than. Watch me. See the G right here, so? For greater. So you can't put left with a negative or less than, because the less than go with the left. The 2 L's, they must be the same, and it is negative. And if it is negative, it is less than. The right have one G in the middle, and it is greater. The G also, the G also, and it is greater than. It's beside the than. See it open up beside the than? It means that it's greater than. Look on the than here. You see it close up right here, so it is less. Look on the than. It is open at the than. It is greater. And this is going to be positive. I want you to stop And I want you to think back to the number line. When you have 0 on the number line, 0, and you move from 0 and go to -1, which direction you move in?
Left side.
To the left side. And which number you catch?
-1.
-1. And I want you to look on the number line again. And you're moving to the right. From 0, you're going to catch +1. You are going to the right, and it is positive. Let me stop and ask a question. Do you agree? Can you all see? Please note number 1.
Yes, sir.
Is there anyone in the class that is not seeing? Please note number 1. Okay. Thanks for responding so loudly. Please note number 2. X tends to -2 superscript minus means X tends to the left of -2. -2 to the left of -2 because it is superscript minus. And the opposite, -2, positive, means that X tends to the right of -2. Is there anybody in the class that can see through? Please note 2 and 3. Thanks again for responding. I want you to press pause. And if you're driving, pull over. Number 4 is what is killing some of you. I can't remember if it was Kahim or some other person. I can't catch the names. I want the names in mind. Jesus. But somebody was saying, or was it anyway? Somebody was saying, start at the X. And I smiled to myself when, who was it? Somebody was explaining something. I said, start at the X.
What's that, Jay, sir?
Oh, Tajay. And when I heard Tajay say start at the X, I smiled to myself and I said, yes, thank you, Jesus. The boy catch it. See, track yourself. Start at the X. Start at X. You can't go wrong. Your starting point when you have your double inequality or your double inequation sign, it means you can start at X. You start at X, you're going to read to the left. You start at X, you're going to read to the right. When you start at X right here, so you can't go nowhere over here, so over here is a dead end. So one way you can go on a sub. When you go the other way, you can't go to the other side because it's a dead end. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. Right here, so you can't go over here, so because it's a dead end. There's no other inequality sign over here, so same thing for here, so but the one here, when you go to the left, you see an inequality sign, boom, and when you go to the right, you see another inequality sign. So this way you can read 2 ways. The 1 here and the 1 here can only be read one way. The other end is dead. All right, so numero 4 says all of this is red. X is greater than -2 because we're starting from the left first. We start reading in this part of the region from the left to the right. There are other regions that read from the right to the left. So it is going to be read, X is greater than 2, -2. Greater than because it is opened up by the X. Take a minute and look at that for me, please. Are we okay with that?
I think so, sir.
Right. And then x is less than or equals to 2. Right here, so we're going to go to the right. Remember, we read from the left first, you know. We're going to go from here, so x is less than or equals to 2. No, let me tell you, I don't want to hear anybody say my class. I don't want nobody start reading something about -2 is less than x is less than or equal. That don't make no sense. Don't let me hear anybody read it like that. Does not make any sense. Our starting point has to be from the variable. The starting point must be from the variable. So I say to you that we read inside out. We read inside out every single time. So therefore, since we read from the left to the right, once the inequality sign is open to you, then it is greater than. In other words, the mouth of the alligator is open. See the alligator here? The mouth open. This is going to be greater than. Otherwise, it is less than. The mouth of the alligator is closed. See it here, so it's shut. It is going to be less than. I'm finished. How we feel?
Amazing.
Say it again, Kahim.
Sir, based on 4.
Okay, I'm happy. Kahim, what you're saying?
So I said we feel great.
Good. Now,
The note not hard for catching us, sir. Just see the note.
You better
Note
catch
no
it.
problem. Yeah, man, catch the note, sir, no doubt. But the explanation that we give me for the top before Tajay did explain it, read from the X, it's still blurry. But the note brings some clarity, sir.
Yeah, man, and that's why I put the note. That's why I put the note. All right. We have
You're gonna shoot this story tonight, right, sir?
as per usual.
All right.
I have a do know for you, but I'm gonna give you an easy do know. I'm gonna give you an easy do know.
Sir, question.
Yes, sir.
Is the one in the middle always the one connecting the two?
Well, you tell me. Look at the second question. Look at the example one. Do know. Is the one in the middle connecting both? Talk to me now.
So you want him to answer or anybody?
Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Come on,
Come on, the
connect,
one in the
sir.
middle. So the one in the middle connects both. But hear the question now. Is there in the middle one right here, so? For example 2?
No, sir.
No,
Okay.
sir.
All right. So what I don't want you to think now is that there's always going to be a middle one. I don't want you to think that there's always going to be a middle one, because the truth of the matter is you don't always have a middle one. You don't always have a middle one. So you have to be very careful. What I don't want you guys to do is to be stereotyped, meaning say, you're just going to see the question one way. No, I don't want you to do that. I want you to be able to just look at the question, understand what it is, because the truth is, you can't get one of them without 4 of them in there. Can't get one of them without 4 of them in there. All right? But for the purposes of this, I want to give you. I want to see you. All right, work with me now. We have 10 minutes left. We have 10 minutes left. I'm going to give you example 1 for homework. So all of you know, see that you have homework. One of the things that I don't like, guys, is the fact that And I think I said it, on Friday. You were the last that I had for last week. Some of you are coming to the class and open your books for the first time in class from the last class we had. Our last class was Friday. We had Saturday, we had Sunday, we had Monday, and some of you are only now just turning up for class without any preparations done. That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. Example 1 is going to be for homework. What I want you to do for me now is example 2. I want you to give example 2 a try. And in class now, we have 10 minutes. And then we're going to go through it. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes to do it. And we use the other 7 minutes to go through it.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
we're gonna sketch a graph as well.
Eventually, but I don't want you to do the sketch graph. I want to put the sketch graph there so that you can know that we have to sketch a graph. I'm not interested in sketching in the graphs yet, but yeah, we have to do some sketching. Yeah, man. Thanks for asking. Hold on there. Where's Logan?
I'm here.
Dennis, say you can say good night.
You've been ignoring me for the past week, so I'm just quietly observe the work.
See, but you hear this dang trail, no? Anybody can recall during the last half of the class on Friday that I've been asking about Logan, and I said that, oh, Logan dropped asleep. Can anybody just tell her for me, please?
Yes.
Yes,
True or
sir, you
false?
did. True, sir.
So I mean, like, ignoring the Logan, that's not a nice thing to say. Incidentally, your recording has been uploaded here. So I hope you
Yes,
guys saw
sir.
it. Alrighty then, start working, please, guys.
So can I scroll back up to the first example where they show it? Yes, sir. Thanks.
Lacano, 1 minute.
Sir,
So you recognize what I did the last time was just to reply to the past message, right? You saw that?
what I mean, sir?
The email that I sent you for the last 2 weeks or 2 classes or so. That I just replied to the email thread.
Yes, sir.
Right. So at least you know we can, if you're looking for anything for the students or yourself, at least you know you just look into one email thread and you'll find it.
Yes, sir. Realize, sir.
All right, thank you, Papa.
Sir, can you go to the question, please?
Coming to you. All right, so I'm seeing where the question, oh, sorry. It's been asked of me about the recording. Remember, guys, the recordings are embedded in my YouTube channel. And all of them have been uploaded. If you're not sure of how to access YouTube, I'm just going to ask somebody to just post it here so that you can all see what is happening. But all the recordings have been uploaded.
So, yeah, are the first one supposed to do no, sir, or the second one? Sir?
Sorry, the second one, man. Second.
Second one. All right, first one, we do this, sir.
First one is your homework. All right, so I delayed in responding to you because I'm reading the answers in the chat, and you've seen some answers that kind of look right. I'm seeing 3 persons giving me the correct answer so far. It's only three people answer. This person is answering something else. Continuous or discontinuous? Is it continuous or discontinuous class?
Discontinuous.
Discontinuous.
Thank God.
Can you see what is happening here? I just supposed to answer there. So
Sorry, sir. So, sir, can you zoom into the statement that we must write if it's discontinuous? I wasn't sure what to say.
Not equal. You see the sign here that says equal sign and a stroke in between?
Okay.
That stroke in between says it's not equal.
So, sir, a question like this, how much mark is it worth?
All right. So the truth is, I am building your understanding with these ones. And then now I'm moving into another type with the same stuff here, but with some unknowns. And a question like that comes to about 10, 12 marks, anywhere between 10 and 12 marks. Enough mark question this. So you must learn it. Remember, each question carries 30 marks. So a question like this can go as many as 15 marks, even. So you'll get one of these questions for 15 marks, and may get another question for another 15 marks, or you may get a question for 18 marks, and then give this question for 12 marks. So it's 20 mark question this. So please learn it. All right, are there any questions?
No, sir.
All right. I'm gonna send this off to the car. No. And then he will get it off to you guys. If there are no other questions, I will say good night. Thanks for coming out.
Right, sir. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night.